All right, everybody, welcome back to another Phoenix Moon Studio video, and Happy New Year to you too. I hope that everybody had a safe and fun New Year celebration, if you celebrate. If not, just a safe and wholesome time. That's awesome, regardless. This is the first video of the new year, and to many more to come. This will be our last Yu-Gi-Oh related video for a couple weeks, just because there isn't any product out at the moment to unbox. So this is our review coming for you guys for Genesis Impact, and we will definitely have some more Yu-Gi-Oh videos in a couple weeks, but there are some surprises on the way. I don't want to say too much, but we're gonna review and showcase a few cool things and maybe even a new style of video that I haven't done yet. But stay tuned for that. I don't want to reveal much stuff, but it's going to be really cool. Anime related as always. And before we move on, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting us, who's always on the comments, and everybody who's been liking the videos and sharing it with their friends. Your support is great, and hopefully this year we continue to grow and make this family bigger. But let's not delay this any longer and get right into it. All right, we're here for our review of our Genesis Impact collection. You guys already know our categories. It's gonna be product quality, pulls and card diversity, rarities, uniqueness factor. Those are the four things we judge the products on. But as well is mail time. So I have a few new things that came in the mail. Some of these are surprises to me because they're part of Christmas gifts. Speaking of Christmas gifts, as you notice, there's a new setup. It's one of the gifts I got. Shout outs to my sister. The X-Acto knife, plus another few things that you guys might see in future videos. That's another shout out to my sister for giving those nice gifts. But there are things you guys will be seeing in the new year, so just stay tuned. But let's get started with the mail time and the review. Our first category is product quality. This is, again, similar boxes as before. And there's no change in terms of material, no different quality in the sense of like durability, anything like that. For example, I always refer to the tins. It's the highest quality material. But what I do like about this specific product that Konami recently made is that they are much better designed. They I guess it's not a main set. I might have called it a main set, but this comes with its own like situations of like only rares, and it brings and introduces new archetypes. So you get an example of the 3 archetypes, and I really love the design for the box. So that's something that kind of boosts the quality of it. Unlike the other ones, the one that I criticized recently, I guess a little more heavily when it comes to that, was it was Legendary Duelists. Yes, the Legendary Duelist with Merrick. So with that one, it was cool to have Raw on it, but the pose of Rod they used was the regular pose. It wasn't much that in dynamics, so I mentioned that alternate art might be better. So these characters have more dynamic poses. The interaction here, the way the Magistus Dragon is set up as more dynamic poses. For this one, it's not as much, but he's so overwhelming, and like the size of it and all the intricacy of it, that kind of looks cool. And then the blue makes all of them pop. So like even though she's pink and he's red, the blue backdrop helps his machine silver and blue look great. The red pops out, the pink pops out. So nothing like blends in too much. And the setup is very well done for the box. This is an empty box, by the way, guys. I already did the unboxing. If you want to see that, check those out. But hey, look at that. And there are 3 in there. So this is a play set of gold rare Dark Magicians, which means I'm done buying those. So moving along, product quality, we gave it a 9 out of 10 for this. I enjoyed it. I love the color. Blue is my favorite color. So just good old solid 9 out of 10. Moving on, pools and card diversity. Now that, on the other hand, there's something in the back, obviously you guys can see. I'm going to talk about that. Pools and card diversity in this box, which we only bought one, was really good. You only get rares instead of commons, and on top of that, you're guaranteed to get at least 1 or 2 ultras, a whole bunch of supers in every box. And additionally, it seems to be, I mean, I might have gotten very lucky, but from what I've seen, collector's rare. This is my first experience with collector's rare. It's my first collector's rare, and it fits so well that I got the Phoenix collector's rare, hence the channel name. But you know, it's pretty dope that it seems kind of like a easier possibility coming from back in the day Yu-Gi-Oh, where you weren't even guaranteed a holo sometimes, so you would you just hope for the best. You're praying here that you don't get just a whole bunch of commons and rares in the pack. That's just life in the early 2000s. But yeah, you seem to be able to have a higher probability of getting a collector's rare in this collection. From what I saw, the videos of people pulling these cards, it's just easier, to be honest. What do we got here? Ooh, Crowley, the First Prophecy. Trying to use that with the Dark Magicians. But yeah, it seems like it's a lot easier. I've seen a case open where you can get 4 to 5 collectors rare. I didn't buy Toon Chaos because by the time I was gonna, like, I guess, jump for that, it was already over $100 per box, and I was not about to pay that much. As much as I would love a collector's rare Chaos Emperor Dragon, which was my original boss monster when I finalized my old school deck. I didn't run Chaos per se, but it was a mix, I guess you would say. It had some Chaos stuff without me even knowing much about the Chaos archetype. But yeah, it's awesome. You get a bunch of holos, and the probability of getting the collector's rare is really high. So for that, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I won't say a 10 out of 10 is because this collection doesn't have secret rares. At the end of the day, secret rares are secret rares. So there's that. 9 out of 10 is what I would give it. Plus, it brings like 3 new archetypes or so, which is great about that. And moving on, rarities. So rarities is more or less how cool it looks and all that. This is my first experience with collector's rare, and I am very happily surprised, I guess you would say. Pleasantly surprised is what I was trying to say. I love the little details, the touch of detail they did. So with the background being like a kind of like, here it is, like you see the flashes of light. Then like the crystallized look on the edges is awesome as well. And I feel like compared to, I guess what these are like Ultimate Rares 2.0, it's a little bit more durable, or a lot of it. Oh, there we go, Sky Striker cards. Just a lot more durable from just holding it when I pulled it. I remember Ultimate Rares from back in the day. Yeah, I didn't know necessarily what it was. I actually have a very old Ultimate Rare Wing Carrillo. I might show you guys one day. It's not in good condition whatsoever, but it just felt flimsier. Like, I guess the cardboard was thinner, and just all around the way of they used to print them, it was just easier to damage them. So when you pulled a collector's rare, ultimate rare back in the day, you had better had sleeved it and double and triple sleeved it, and keep it very secluded from anything that can harm. But back in the day when Yu-Gi-Oh started, kids weren't paying attention to trying to keep their cards too safe, unless you were like a collector from the get, and you were just wanting to play with them. So there's that. Hey, Tornado Dragon, there we go. So that's one thing that you gotta keep in mind when you're buying old cards. A lot of the times, some people overprice them, but a lot of times when you see someone selling a mint of anything from those times, there was a lot of especially if you were younger back in those days and you kept it from all this time, it's a lot of impulse control that you had. But I really love what they did upgrading it. I like the collector's rare style more, actually. So we gave that 10 out of 10. Just because, like I mentioned, in terms of pools as well, it seems like it's just a lot easier to get one, as opposed to like ultimate rares back in the day was like a dream. Like you literally had to be lucky. I don't remember how many of what collection I bought to get the Karibo, but it takes years. Like sometimes, especially if you're not the type of person that has money to just throw at the game, like you're not gonna get it that easily. So there's that. And let's get more of these open, because I have a lot more things to open before I get to the last category, which is uniqueness. Uniqueness, well, it's, yeah, I want to say it's pretty unique as a product altogether. Like the way the box looks. Personally, I'm a little biased because I love blue, so this will probably catch my eye more than someone else, and that might be the differentiating factor for other people. So other people might be like, I don't care too much, it's just a blue box. But like I mentioned in the beginning, the way that they put these characters in the front and left a lot less negative space than other designs tend to do. A gold rare Darkon Dragon. I love gold, guys. I feel like this is pretty dope, to be honest. It's very unique. If you were to be walking by in a store, looking around and browsing, and you see something with that many, in a sense, boss monsters on it, it gives you more of like, hey, maybe this is something special. Than like a base collection. For example, Phantom Rage, even though it's yellow, so it's a brighter color and it might catch your eye quicker, unless you fall in love with the Exceed Rebellion Dragon, which I think is the cover card, you're not necessarily gonna think about it too much, because additionally, like, there's only that image in the front, and then everything else is just like a gold yellow like box. Hey, there we go. So this is a surprise. Nice. I've been looking for this for mad long. So shout outs to my friend who I guess sent me this. This is still a pretty expensive card I was trying to use for my Dark Magician deck. Leave that right there. Thank you very much. I'll let him know. I've been looking for that for, let's just say, since it dropped. And you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the collection of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's been a good amount of months. So yeah, there's that. So hey, Yugioh, there we go. That's for more for dinos. That's dope though. So dope. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be something that would attract your eye. The boss monsters will keep you interested in, because there's 3 different archetypes, and when they introduce new archetypes, depending on what they want to do with it, Konami, I'm referring to Konami, what they want to do with it, they can make it top tier. So now that we know Drytron, if you've been paying attention, it's like in a sense taking over the Yu-Gi-Oh meta in the world for now for TCG, and it's something that if it keeps getting support, it's just gonna become more expensive as time progresses, because the cards will be harder to get in their original printing. Oh snap, look at that. Yo, this I did. Wow, this is another surprise. This is the ultra rare. This is not even the prismatic one, so this one's actually more expensive. Once again, shout outs to my friend for that. Wallin, he wallin. Oh man. Ooh. Helping out the deck, OD. Yeah, that one's for Dino. Yeah, so personally, Moon, if you might have seen our unboxing video of this, was really interested in the live twins after she saw them in the unboxing. So she had no idea that was even a thing, and after she saw the art, she was really hype about pulling all the cards. So we've seen a little bit online that in the OCG they're dropping more cards for it. So that's what I'm saying, like when you see something like this and you get 3 different archetypes, like personally I'm interested in the Magistus. For now there's not much to show for it, but there's always the future, like I said. So there's a whole year now, 2021, of new cards that could come with support, or things that can be splashed into any of these decks that are just gonna make it better. So you just gotta keep that in mind. And that all long drawn out thing, we gave it a 9 out of 10 in terms of uniqueness. It's not like the most like collectible awesome product. Like personally, like I might not keep this box, but compared to everything else, it is one of the best ones. So now that we reached that point, there's still a few more things in the mail, so we're just gonna go right into that. Let me make sure I don't show you guys any private information, obviously, but we'll finish it off with that so we can move on. And you guys can watch the next episode of Phoenix Moon Studio. Area. If you might have seen our previous review, we got the Spirit Charmers deck, and I'd like to thank you guys for sticking around for that long. Also, I'd like to thank you guys for sticking around for this long. If you're still here, it's awesome that you guys are so interested in our videos and show so much support. But we got Spirit Charmer deck, so I didn't have the Link Water Charmer, so we ordered that just to have the whole collection. It's a fun deck. It's not something that you are gonna like be super competitive with, but it's a very fun deck. There we go. Shark Cannon. That's the placer for that. All right, there's only 2 more left. 2 more things left to open. Show you guys before we move on. So just a heads up, there is going to be a bit of a, I guess, a dry season for Yu-Gi-Oh! Up until the new season for Legendary Duelist comes out, which, the hype is real. I already seen it at a little higher price because Blue Eye sells, obviously. And speaking of Charmers, Earth Charmer. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy with the blue eyes in there. This one's a box, so 1 second. And that's not until like, I think it's the 22nd or the 28th, somewhere in the 20s of January. So we will have other content in the next couple weeks, just to you know, give you guys things to watch. And it's gonna be anime related, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. One of them involves a very, very awesome Christmas gift that I received from Moon, and it's my favorite series of all time, to be honest. And you guys will find out more when that pops up. And what it was some sleeves. So not much else you can do there, but yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna have some cool, I don't want to give too much away, we're gonna have some cool content coming up this month before we get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And appreciate you guys for watching our series and for showing us support. Once again, shout out to my friend for these are awesome. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and to see more of our videos. Make sure you share if you know anyone that is a fan of anime and a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'll see you guys next time. Phoenix out.